Did you know that the average person spends a whopping $1,000 during the holiday season? That's right, 1 grand. And where does it all go? Well, we're talking presents, we're talking food, and let's not forget those twinkly little decorations. Sure, it's the season of giving, but it's also the season of spending, and boy do we spend. Now imagine for a moment what you could do with $1,000. That's enough to buy over 4,000 rubber ducks. Now isn't that just quackers? But let's not get carried away, because we're not here to talk about rubber ducks. No, we're here to discuss the shocking truth about holiday spending, and while there's nothing wrong with spreading some holiday cheer, it's worth remembering that cheer doesn't need to come with a hefty price tag. Now, wouldn't you rather have 1,000 rubber ducks than a credit card bill? Fear not, I've got some tips to keep your wallet happy this holiday season. First up on our naughty list of holiday spending, overpriced gifts. Ah, the holiday season, a time when we all become magicians, making our money disappear into thin air. We've all been there, haven't we? Splurging on that diamond-studded cat collar or the gold-plated toothpick set, just because it seemed like a good idea at the time. But let's be honest, does Aunt Martha really need a designer handbag to carry her knitting needles? Or does your nephew truly appreciate the luxury limited edition comic book as much as a simple, heartfelt homemade gift? Here's a thought. Instead of buying that overpriced, underused espresso machine, why not gift a coffee-making class? Or swap that costly smartphone for a photography course? It's time we reevaluate our holiday spending habits and focus on meaningful, thoughtful gifts that create memories, not debt. Remember, it's the thought that counts, not the price tag. Or, at least, that's what I keep telling myself. Next up, we have the glittering money pit of excessive decorations. Every year, it's as though folks are competing for the Who Can Make Their House Visible from Space award. But remember, these twinkling temptations are just that. Temptations. They lure you in with their festive charm only to be stashed away in the attic come January. Now, I'm not suggesting you become a holiday hermit, far from it. The key is to balance the festive spirit with financial sensibility. Instead of decking every inch of your abode with disposable tinsel and lights, consider investing in quality, reusable decorations. A well-crafted garland or a beautiful wreath can bring just as much cheer as a giant inflatable Santa. And let's not forget about the magic of DIY. Homemade decorations can add a personal touch and create lasting memories without breaking the bank. So before you go buying a life-size reindeer for your front lawn, consider a nice wreath instead. Our third money pit is the sneaky impulse buys. Ah, the holiday season, a time when even the most frugal among us can fall prey to the allure of shiny objects. 1 minute you're in the store for a loaf of bread and the next you're heading home with a life-sized inflatable reindeer. Has it happened to you? Well, you're not alone. These impulse buys are often fueled by holiday sales and limited time offers. The big red sales sign is not an invitation but a trap. It's like a siren song luring us onto the rocks of financial ruin, but fear not, for I have a simple tip to resist these temptations. Before you reach for that discounted singing Christmas tree, ask yourself, do I really need this? If the answer is no, then walk away, my friends, walk away. Stay strong, my friends, and remember, just because it's on sale doesn't mean you need it. The fourth money pit is one we're all guilty of: eating out. As the holiday cheer spreads, we often find ourselves dining at restaurants more frequently. Those merry meals, while delicious, can add up quickly, leaving our wallets a tad lighter. But fear not, there are alternatives. Hosting a festive potluck with your loved ones or trying your hand at cooking a holiday feast at home can be equally delightful and much kinder to your budget. So, before you book that fancy restaurant, maybe try a festive home-cooked meal instead. And last, but definitely not least, our fifth money pit: traveling. You see, during the holiday season, the cost of voyages skyrockets due to high demand. Airlines and hotels know this, and they hike their prices accordingly. Instead of falling into this trap, why not explore your local area? Or better yet, plan your adventures during the off-season when prices are more reasonable. There's a world of enjoyment waiting for you right at your doorstep. Remember, there's no place like home for the holidays. So, there you have it, everyone. 5 holiday money pits to avoid this season. We've journeyed through overpriced gifts, the allure of excessive decorations, the siren call of impulse buys, the convenience of eating out, and the often overlooked expense of holiday traveling. Each one a potential sinkhole for your hard-earned money, each one avoidable with a bit of forethought and discipline. You see, my dear friends, it's not about depriving yourself of the holiday cheer, it's about making smart choices. Choices that allow you to enjoy the season without the financial aftermath. Choices that could save you from the January blues when the credit card statements start to roll in. It's time to break the cycle. Consider these tips, reflect on your own spending habits, and perhaps implement these changes into your life. Now, I'm curious. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever spent money on during the holidays? Comment below.